Why do attorneys have opening arguments at the beginning of a trial? You want to know the answer? Come join me as we walk on the beach as I share with you exactly why we have opening arguments. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. All right, so now think about it. When we go to trial, why do attorneys get the opportunity to make opening arguments? I'll tell you why. It's to give the jury an idea of exactly what's going to happen in the trial. It gives the jury an understanding of what evidence they can expect to hear, what our claims are, and also, for the very first time, it gives them the opportunity to learn the specifics of exactly what it is we're claiming that was done wrong in this particular case. You know, we have a chance to talk to the jurors before they actually start the trial. So now you're thinking, okay, why don't we just make an opening argument then? Well, that would be great, except there's one problem. We're not allowed to talk to the jury about the facts of the case when we pick a jury. We're not allowed to. We can tell them that this is a medical malpractice case, and we can tell them exactly who the people are that are involved in the case, the doctor, the name of the patient, but we are not allowed to discuss the facts of the case, because once we start discussing the facts of the case, now we get into arguments, because we're going to claim that certain things were done wrong. When the defense gets up to question the jurors, what are they going to do? They're going to argue that nothing was done wrong. So rather than get into actual arguments and have mini trials while we're trying to select a jury, instead, we are supposed to learn information about the jury, find out whether these jurors can be fair and impartial, and then once we have a jury, 6 members of the community who have said they can be fair and impartial, then what? Well, now we go into trial, and before we actually start taking testimony, you know what happens? The judge actually gives the jury legal instructions about what's going to happen and what they can expect to occur during the course of the trial. Now, the judge turns to me and says, Mr. Oginski, you may begin your opening arguments. Now I get up, and what do? There are different strategies on how to approach opening arguments. But one of the key things to remember is, think about TV shows that you really like. Think about movies that you really like. What captured your attention in the first scene, right? Typically, it's some type of drama, some type of conflict that gets you hooked immediately into what it is that you're watching. Well, you'll find that the best trial attorneys do the same exact thing. And why do they do that? Because they want the jury to go ahead and get hooked. They want them to be interested. Now, you'll find some attorneys turn around and say, you know what, this is going to be a preview or a map of where we're going. Yeah, that's true. But there's so many better ways to approach that and to show that what they're going to hear is going to be interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to hear from one of our experts, a surgical expert, who's going to tell you that this doctor did something incorrectly. And then we get into the specific details of exactly what it was that we believe was done incorrectly and why the patient suffered injury and how these injuries are significant and or permanent. And likewise, the defense will have an opportunity to get up and go ahead and explain why they believe nothing was done wrong. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you a sense of what really happens in these medical malpractice cases as I have a few moments here on the beach to share this great information with you. You know, I realize you're watching this because you likely have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit but have not done so yet because you still have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a great day.